It's Eddie Muentes, you're watching Hit Records Nightlife video, and in the house today, Dalal Bruchmann. Welcome to the show.
Hi,
how you doing?
Thank you. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Now, you know, I got a hold of her because I think it was your uncle or somebody.
My uncle, yes.
Yeah. He probably saw some of the crazy things that go on at Hit Records Nightlife video. He saw some of the artists. Is like, we had Alicia Keys. We had, we had a lot of people on the show.
Wonderful.
And he thought it would be a good idea for you, for me to at least know your music. And as soon as I went on YouTube, saw your video, and I said, no, we definitely want to cover you. And then to find out that you weren't signed yet was even more interesting because, I don't see this summer being without Dalal being played on the air.
Well, yeah, I mean, the single, which came out, Taste the Night, did really well. It was #5 in the charts, and over in the UK it was #7. And I think it was a good launch pad for us, and now we're doing the album, and we're working on the label decision right now, and hopefully we'll make the right one.
Now, if you guys are record labels out there, I know you watch this show. This is a lady to look out for. So if you're in a bidding war, go for it, man. If you got the bucks, you got the deep pockets, this is the lady you should sign. She's got a very good sound. She actually kind of reminiscent of some of the early things that I heard from Virgin Records, some of the stuff that they did, like the Kylie kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm actually getting a lot of, comparisons to Kylie and a lot of those artists. But yeah, I want to bring my own, I put my own stamp on it, but it's nice to be compared to such big artists, of course.
Yeah, well, Kylie was on our show just a couple of months ago.
Really? She was? Yes. Wonderful.
She was in a movie in New York at the New York Film Festival.
Yes.
So we did see her there, and it was nice because we were able to reminisce back in the days when she was doing the locomotion.
All right. All right. Yes. Very true. Yeah.
And then she brought us up to date with the new stuff. She was coming out with a new album.
Yes. That's wonderful. Yeah.
So what's been your inspiration?
Musically, so many things. I grew up with classical music, so I toured with orchestras all over the world, which is wonderful. And then, of course, I grew up with Michael Jackson. I grew up with ABBA. I grew up with Britney Spears, of course. I grew up with a lot of musicals and, all kinds of different music, tribal music, everything, so. Which also is probably, I hope that this mixture that I grew up with is something that will reflect in my work and that people enjoy that.
When you're talking classical music and you're doing dance music, it's a little hard to put them together.
No, it's not that hard actually, because there's a lot of synth that are used in dance music that can actually be, you can just use a real orchestra for that. But I think dance is very open to also letting other genres in, because the album is going to be, there's going to be some urban influences in there as well, and theatrical influences from my classical background, and I love doing soundtracks, and I'm also going to be working on scoring a movie, which I'm really excited about.
What's the name of the movie? Can we give
I can't say anything yet!
No!
I'm so sorry!
You can just whisper it in my ear, I won't tell those people out there.
I will tell you later on, but it's a really exciting process, and yeah, so...
So, being a singer, are you also a musician?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you play?
I play violin.
Violin?
And piano, a little tambourine.
Cool.
Yeah.
That all works together, comes together.
Yes.
Where can we see a Dalal Bruchmann show?
Well, I just performed in California, and right now it's really, I'm very into making the album, finishing up the album and doing that well. But there's going to be performances, I think, in June. So hopefully I will post that on the website and all over.
Will that be in the tri-state area, or?
Yes, it'll be in the tri-state area. It'll be maybe something in the UK. There might be something in Austrian. I don't know yet. But yeah, we'll definitely,
Yeah, we need to see you out there. I've had so many artists on this show, even as far back as Madonna, and when you see the artist, when you see the artist perform live, it's one thing that'll give you an idea of what it's there. But the music video, although I didn't see you perform live, the music video that I saw online, it's like, it just carried me. I said, you know, this is very cool music, because I was really originally a disc jockey. I was DJ, and in clubs I had a record pool back in the days, and I was doing concerts all over the place as well. And then to hear this kind of music, like, get through there, it's needed. It's needed. This summer, it's got to be the dance music summer, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, dance music is definitely at a good start, especially mixing it with other genres now, and people are getting very experimental, so, which is a good thing, always a good thing. And yeah, I'm excited about what's to come.
All right, so the songwriting process, what is it all about for you?
It's definitely a fun experience every time. Usually I start on my piano, or I start with a certain kind of melody, a hook that's in my head. And then I go into the studio and work with my producer, and you know, we shoot ideas back and forth. And then we go back to either change everything, throw it away, start new, or you know, whatever. You know, sometimes it's really like it's smoothly. It's just a smooth process. Sometimes it's like takes a while and a lot of discussions and whatnot, but it's a good. I like that kind of work.
But it's a healthy environment, right? Because
it's a healthy environment.
Little bit of both. You know, you have your own input, they have input, and you're dealing with people who could come with experience, right?
Yeah, yeah. And it's always like, even if you write the whole song by yourself, it's still good if you have someone that's, you know, that gives you ideas and advice and whatnot, and just, you know, 4 ears hear more than 2. So I think that's always a good thing.
So how about if those 2 ears say, I'm not having what those other 2 ears want to say? Do you actually like say, no, this is the way I'm going to do it?
I think, you know, my producers now and the people I work with, we know where we're going to go. So there's never going to be like, no way, that's not going to happen. But there's definitely I don't see this happening right here. I see maybe later or in a different kind of mix or whatnot. But there's never, we know where we're going. We have the idea in our head. It's not like I'm coming in with like a country song and they're like, no, not gonna happen. But yeah.
Very cool. Now give us an idea of what we have on the album. What direction we're going in? Is it going to be dance? Is it going to be a mix?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a mix between. It has dance elements in it. It has urban elements in it. Some tribal, some soundtracky elements in it. So there's hopefully it resonates with people. That's what I'm. You know,
well, tribal as a whole, even the sound tribal, it basically gives you a beat that carries you. I mean, people aren't that direct.
Yeah.
I know, you know, Little Louis Vega.
Should I? Is that really embarrassing?
Masters at Work.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. It's his company, and he's known for the tribal. He gets out there and he'll be.
Well, yeah, and it was
with that.
Tribals is very much, you know, it gets a lot of people going. It's, you know, it has some sort of uniformity to it, and yeah, I like it. It's good to mix it with other stuff, and we're being experimental. We're being courageous in that area, I think, because it's a risk. I mean, there are so many people like, you can't do that, or that's never going to play on the radio. But the thing is, I mean, you don't know until you hear what, you know. It just needs to be honest.
There's one thing I always tell artists: do what's in here. If you feel that it needs to be a certain way, a certain sound, and people are telling you it's not the right time, don't, do what you feel. Do what you feel, because then you'll be comfortable with it. You'll know how to interpret it, and the people who's out there.
It's the truth in a way, because I think it was Hemingway who said, people are always gonna. Your work is always going to resonate with people if it's honest, and I think as long as I'm you know, being true to myself, and that's really what I grew up with. That's where something that I can bring to this music industry, you know, yeah, I'm confident that, you know, we're having tons of fun working on the album, and hopefully that'll shine through, you know.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you know, you're true. People will pick up on that. It's easy. Now, have you been to a show yet where people are quoting the words of your songs?
Yes, I did. I performed at New York Fashion Week, which was amazing, and I think it was a Couture Fashion Week where I saw people just mouthing along with like the chorus of it, and I was like, that was really cool. Yeah, yeah. And even that I saw it, because I usually wear glasses, and I even saw that one. So, so that's good.
Very,
yeah.
very, very cool. Well, so all right, so you're still working on your album. We don't know exactly who you're signing up, but I'm telling you, go out there and get all those people to bid on you because you're worth it. You know what I'm saying?
We're in the process of deciding. There are a few options right now that I don't want to jinx anything, but it's looking really good, and we're very happy with where we are, and hopefully I can bring all that value that we put in and bring that to the world. And
we're waiting! No, definitely. Well, listen, Dalal, it's been a pleasure having you on our show.
Yeah, it was my pleasure too. It's so much fun.
Is there anything you want to say to our viewers before we...
Well, thank you for watching, for one thing. I hope that you enjoy the weather wherever you are, because it's beautiful in New York. And yeah, hopefully I see you at one of my concerts. And yeah. Thank you for watching.
Well, listen, Dalal, whenever you're ready to do anything new, want to know about it first, right here on Hit Records Nightlife Video.
Yeah.
Go get that.